He was just 15, a quiet, awkward boy, hidden behind thick glasses and a growing obsession with violence. No one saw it coming. Not his teachers, not even his parents. Until one morning, his high school became a war zone. What drove Kip Kinkel to kill? A troubled childhood? Mental illness? Or something far darker? And what did he confess when the blood had dried? This is the full story of a killer's confession. Kipland Philip Kinkel was born in Springfield, Oregon in 1982. The son of two school teachers, Kip seemed like any other shy, awkward kid, but behind that quiet exterior, something was wrong. From an early age, Kip struggled with dyslexia. By middle school, he wasn't just different, he was disturbed. Guns, explosives, violence, these were his obsessions. At just 12, he was caught buying a stolen gun at school. His parents sent him to therapy, and that's when psychologists made a chilling discovery. Kip heard voices, whispering, commanding, urging him to hurt people. Despite therapy and medication, the voices didn't stop. By his freshman year in high school, Kip had stockpiled weapons and explosives in his bedroom. His journals were filled with dark thoughts like, "I have no other reason for existence. I am the next great killer. I have no mercy." May 20th, 1998, just one day before the shooting, Kip was caught with a stolen gun at school. He was arrested and released to his parents. That night, as they sat around the dinner table, his world collapsed. In a fit of rage, Kip shot his father in the back of the head with a rifle. When his mother came home later that evening, Kip met her in the garage and shot her multiple times. Then, in his own words, he dragged her body into the bathroom and covered it with a sheet. The next morning, May 21st, 1998, Kip drove to Thurston High School with 3 guns, 2 knives, and hundreds of rounds of ammunition. He entered the school cafeteria during breakfast and opened fire. 2 students, Ben Walker and Michael Nicholausen, were killed. 25 others were injured. Students wrestled Kip to the ground and held him until police arrived. He was wearing a long trench coat, and beneath it, a loaded semi-automatic rifle. What makes Kip Kinkel's case so haunting isn't just the violence. It's what he said afterward. In the interrogation room, police turned on the recorder. Kip, calm and eerily detached, confessed everything. "I love my mom and dad so much. I just couldn't let them live with the shame of what I'd done." He described the killings in graphic detail. How he paced back and forth after killing his father. How he waited for his mom to come home, planning how he'd ambush her. But then he said something chilling. "I had to. The voices told me to do it." Investigators asked what the voices said. Kip responded. They said, "You have to kill. You are evil." They wouldn't stop. Doctors later diagnosed him with paranoid schizophrenia. He claimed the voices began when he was in 6th grade, but it was never enough to stop what happened. Though many argued for an insanity defense, Oregon law made it difficult. Kip pled guilty to 4 counts of murder and 26 counts of attempted murder. He was sentenced to 111 years in prison, without the possibility of parole. At just 17 years old, he would never walk free again. Kip Kinkel remains in prison to this day. Over the years, he's expressed remorse, but he still claims the voices are with him. In a 2021 interview, he said, "I live every day with the pain I caused. I wish I had been stopped." His case reignited debates over mental illness, gun control, and how young is too young to commit evil. Was Kip Kinkel a victim of mental illness or a cold-blooded killer? The answer may lie somewhere in between. One thing is certain, his confession, his calm, and his horror will haunt us forever. Subscribe for more chilling true crime stories every week.